Hey man, what's good, y'all? We back with another video, man. And today I will be going over matches that need to happen in WWE in the year 2025. And some of these matches are matches that they have built up in the past for a very long time. Some of these matches they've only teased for a very short amount of time, and some of these matches they haven't teased at all. Some of these matches I just want to see. So I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting too much longer, man. Let's get right into this video. Now, the first match I have on this list is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Now, we've seen these two interact the past couple of weeks. CM Punk was the 5th member for the OG Bloodline against the new Bloodline in War Games at Survivor Series. And we've seen the dynamic between CM Punk and Roman Reigns and how they tie in together, and how Paul Heyman ties in all of this. They have history, because both CM Punk and Roman Reigns are Paul Heyman guys. So man, I'm very interested to see that. I'm very, very interested to see if this match actually happens in the future. I hope it does. Hope it happens next year in 2025. We've seen them team up. We've seen them, team up together to take out the Bloodline. We've also seen some minor incidents between these two. When Roman Reigns speared CM Punk in the War Games match on accident, inadvertently, CM Punk might get salty about that. We might see these two in a match in the future. I really do want to see that happen. Like, you could possibly have Paul Heyman turn heel on Roman Reigns and have him join back alongside CM Punk. That would be fucking crazy. Imagine CM Punk and Paul Heyman once again together in 2025. But I mean, this is a match. This is not a match you put on Raw. This is not a match you put on SmackDown. This is a main event worthy match. This is a SummerSlam headliner. This is a WrestleMania headliner. Hey, CM Punk versus Reigns is definitely a money-making opportunity that the WWE should do in the future. And if I'm Triple H, hey, I'm doing this, bro. And I got a feeling that they will come back to CM Punk versus Reigns in the future. But, right now is just not the best time for it. But like I said, man, CM Punk versus Reigns, in my opinion, with a great storyline, I think that it will be a pretty damn good feud, a pretty damn good match. I feel like Roman Reigns can carry CM Punk to a good match. I mean, CM Punk is older now. He is on very limited time. He's not the guy he used to be in the ring, so it's going to be pretty much all up on Roman Reigns to get the job done and have a good match with CM Punk. I think he could do that. So, yeah. Moving on to the next match on this list, I have The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Now, there's something came out. I'm going to pull it up right here, right now, about The Rock and him potentially not being on WrestleMania 41 next year. WWE has decided to move forward in creative plans as if The Rock would not appear at WrestleMania 41. Sources are Chris Featherstone and Son Ross Sapp. And so with that being said, with that news, it's like I don't know if this match is even going to happen. I don't know if The Rock is even going to be at next year's WrestleMania. I mean, they've been teasing it this entire year, And The Rock said he wants to have that match versus Reigns. They were supposed to have it. They were supposed to have the match last year. It didn't happen. I think they were supposed to have the match at WrestleMania 39. It didn't happen. So I feel like this is like the last year to make this match a thing, because The Rock, hey man, The Rock still looks good, but he is not, he's not a young cat anymore. His time inside the ring is very, very limited. And I don't think he has much time left. So if they really want to make this match happen and get it over with, I think you just need one match, one blow-off match, and get it done and over with. No more matches after that. Reigns versus Rock. It might happen at WrestleMania. It might not happen at Mania. At this point, I don't know what the hell The Rock is doing, because we just seen The Rock return at Bad Blood and stare down Reigns and Jimmy Uso. So who knows what happens next? Maybe this news about The Rock from Sean Ross Sapp, maybe this is fake news, Maybe this is news to keep The Rock's next return a secret or something like that. I'm not too sure. Or maybe this match, or maybe The Rock is actually not going to wrestle at WrestleMania 41. But I feel like this match should happen in 2025. It should not happen past 2025, because at that point, it's just going to be old. Like, I don't think nobody would care about this match past next year. The Rock is going to be another year older. Reigns he cannot wait for The Rock. Reigns cannot waste prime years waiting for The Rock to have this match. So if I'm Reigns, if The Rock is not ready to have this match at WrestleMania or something like that, I'm moving on, man. I'm moving on to other guys, other competitors in that locker room. But yeah, if The Rock if he's going to compete at WrestleMania, then I say no other match makes more sense than The Rock versus Roman Reigns. You could do Rock versus Cody Rhodes, but I really do feel like that Rock versus Reigns is the best match for the both of these guys at next year's WrestleMania. Get that match over with. That match is going to make a lot of money. A boatload of money. That could be The Rock's final match, and that could, further propel Roman Reigns into superstar status and the God mode status, So, yeah, man. Moving on. CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Now, this is another match that they have been teasing for a while, ever since Punk returned at last year's War Games. Rollins and Punk have been going at it ever since. And I think that you have to make this match at WrestleMania 41. Because, again, like Rock versus Roman, it was supposed to happen last year. And CM Punk versus Rollins was supposed to happen last year, but CM Punk got hurt. He got injured. So that kind of derailed plans. I think you do CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. This year, no title is on the line. It's just a straight up grudge match between these two. Because, I don't see, Mania is the perfect spot for these guys. I don't know if they're going to get the main event, because I know last year they were advocating to get that main event slot, and I think they were actually supposed to main event and headline one of those nights. It was supposed to be CM Punk versus Rollins for the world title, headlining one of those nights. Like I said, Punk got hurt, so it didn't happen. But this year, I don't think they're going to make it. But I still think that this match is going to be amazing, bro. This match is going to be amazing. This feud is going to be amazing. There's been a lot of build up to this match and to this feud. And when they finally collide, I know they've been teasing it. I know they just got into a brawl on Raw on last show. But you know, this match needs to happen at WrestleMania. I really don't think that there's any other show you should have this match at. I mean, Mania is like 7 months away. I think you can hold off CM Punk versus Rollins another 7 months. I think you can do that. You don't have to have them feud now. Just keep teasing them, feuding each other for the next couple of months, and then boom, you have that big match at WrestleMania, you know. And yeah, man. So CM Punk versus Rollins is another match that I would love to see happen in 2025, and I actually do think is going to happen. I think it's the perfect year to have that match, and the perfect time to have that match is in 2025, April, WrestleMania. That is the time to do it. Give both of these guys a big match for next year's Mania, and let them do their damn thing, man. Moving on to the next match, though, we have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Now, I thought this was going to happen this year. I thought that Randy Orton was possibly going to turn heel on Cody. It didn't happen. Instead, Kevin Owens turned on Cody Rhodes. I don't have an issue with that. But I still think that this feud needs to happen. Either Cody or either Cody or Randy Orton needs to turn on each other. I really do want to see these guys have a match and have a feud with each other. I feel like that these two can put on a great feud, especially with the history that these two men have. You know, both were a part of Legacy back in the day. So, and both are second generation superstars. And if I'm not mistaken, was Cody Rhodes his first match in WWE? Was it against Randy Orton? I really do think it was. But I really do want to see these two guys collide in the ring at some point in 2025. Me personally, I would have Orton turn on Cody. You know, because it's fucking Randy Orton, the Viper. He's a snake, cannot be trusted. That's why I was assuming that he was going to turn on Cody, but instead they went with Kevin Owens. Or you could possibly do this. You could possibly have Cody turn on Orton. Because so far, Orton has had Cody's back for a long time. You know, he's had Cody's back ever since he's returned. So you could do Cody Rhodes turning on Orton, swerve the fans. You know, have Cody turn before the fans turn on him. Because you got to know at some point these fans are going to turn on Cody Rhodes. At some point they're going to do the same thing they did to Cena. Either way, though, I really don't want to see these guys face off in the ring and have a damn good match against each other. I feel like this match could happen at Mania. It could very well happen at WrestleMania if Cody Rhodes is not facing The Rock, then I really don't see any other guy that would make sense to face Cody at WrestleMania other than Orton. So, hey man, moving on. Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. Now, I know these two women are the tag champs of the women's division, and they are a tag team at the moment, but you got to know at some point that one of these two women will be turning on each other. And I think it will happen maybe around Royal Rumble time or a little bit after the Rumble, just so they can set that matchup for WrestleMania 41 next year. I really do want to see that match happen between these two women. I feel like they could really put on a great match. Jade Cargill has a lot to prove. I think she has vastly improved ever since she's debuted in AEW. And, you know, I like the dynamic between these two women. They make a great team in that dead-ass women's tag division that they have in WWE. I think if you want to have one of these two women turn on each other, I think you have Jade Cargill go heel. She makes a damn good heel. She made a great heel in AEW. I think she'll make a great heel in WWE. And then you can have Bianca Belair once again go on that face run. Or you could swerve the fans and have Bianca turn on Jade. But in my opinion, I think Jade Cargill makes a way better heel, because we've already seen her be a heel. Bianca makes a great heel too, because let's not forget, she was a heel in NXT for a little period of time there. So either one of these two women can turn heel. I would go with Jade and have these two women feud for, you know what I'm saying, the latter end of 2025 post WrestleMania. But yeah, man, Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair is another match that I feel like will happen and should happen in 2025. And this match could also happen at WrestleMania. Moving on, Jacob Fatu taking on Braun Breaker. Now, I threw this in here because WWE, they teased this for a very, very short bit of time on Monday Night Raw. I believe it was in between the match. Braun Breaker was defending, or was it Jey Uso defending the IC belt against Braun Breaker, and the Bloodline was on the outside, and Jacob Fatu had a stare down with Braun Breaker, one of the most intense stare downs in wrestling history. Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, man, looked like two animals, two behemoths, locking eyes in the wild forest. Bro, like, at some point, that match has to fucking happen, bro. Oh my God. That match would be insane. Insane. Jacob Fatu can work his ass off. Jacob Fatu is amazing. Has done so well in WWE so far. And the same with Braun Breaker, bro. Both of these guys are fucking just great at what they do. It's like the irresistible force meets the immovable object. I would love to see Fatu versus Braun Breaker at some point in 2025. Because at some point you got to have Jacob Fatu break off from the Bloodline. I don't know when you do that, but at some point he breaks off from the Bloodline and does his own thing. And, you know, hell, I don't know when this match happens, but I would like for it to happen next year, 2025. Let's do it. Fuck it. Why not? Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker. Let them wreak havoc. Kick each other's asses, man. I really do feel like that is going to be A damn good match. A damn good match, bro. Moving on to the last match, but definitely not least. John Cena versus Gunther. Now, John Cena made an announcement that in the year 2025, it will be his last year in wrestling. And I really do feel like that Cena deserves another title run, at some point. Cena deserves another WWE title run within the next year, in his final year in professional wrestling. And in my opinion, I think having John Cena versus Gunther at WrestleMania 41 is not a bad idea. I think that would make a great match for Gunther and a great match for John Cena. I think the fans will be invested. That elevates Gunther in the ring with a guy like John Cena, a legend in the industry. And Cena is he's one of those guys that he's been going up against bad guys all his career. Why not have Cena defeat Gunther at WrestleMania? Bring back Super Cena for one last year, bro. Just bring back Super Cena for one last year. Have him beat Gunther for the world title at WrestleMania, and just have him hold the title for a little bit before he officially retires from wrestling. Don't do Goldberg versus Gunther. I don't want to see that. I would much rather prefer John Cena versus Gunther at WrestleMania. I think that match makes sense. I think that they can have a pretty damn good feud. And Gunther can make a good match out of John Cena, bro. I would really, really enjoy seeing John Cena versus Gunther. And I would put the belt on John Cena for one last go, man. One last run. Before he officially, hang up the tennis shoes, hang up the jorts, the armband, the hat, and the shirt, man. Before he hangs it all up, I would say, you know what? Cena, you get one last run at the WWE World title. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying the Intercontinental title, maybe the WWE title. I can see Cena going after the WWE title, but I just like that Gunther versus Cena aspect. I think they could really, really blend well in the ring, and they could have a great story and a great match. You have that match at Mania, man. But those are pretty much all of the matches I have on this list, and that's pretty much the end of this video. If you all have any more matches that you would like to see in 2025, let me know in the comments down below, man. But until next time, man, y'all stay safe, stay cool. I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.